And we're back on, guys. As always, at MX24GH on every single platform. You're the most important pundit. We need your feedback. Send me messages personally at JasonEL_A. Very easy to find us. We're going to read to reply and respond to as many of your messages as we can. But that's why I always have to have the hashtag MXLive. Makes it easier to find those messages. So let's get straight to introducing today's pundit. I'm loving your jacket.
Oh,
very
yeah.
Afrocentric. Oh man, I need one of these.
You know what I mean?
Koja, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, bro.
Charlie, I just want to say, so Sugar Lord was here last week.
Exactly.
Me and you have been speaking about him and what he's doing. And you pulled off an amazing show.
Exactly.
Charlie, usually I ask you what you've been up to, but for that alone, how was it putting that show together and supporting him?
Okay, so it was a spectacular event, and that is my firm, King Promotions.
Oh, okay.
We are on it to promote Ghana music and also especially the upcoming talent. When you talk about music, it's not only about getting the hit song out there, but I want to move a notch higher for performing artists.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter you knowing the artist, but come and enjoy music, and that is what we are about doing, to give people the real music and people who really understand music, and when they are on stage, they can give you a good show. Nice. And so on the night, yes, the man did a good job for himself. For over 2 hours, he was performing back-to-back songs, and people were...
You must have been very proud.
Exactly, I was very proud. The organizer and the attendance was very, very good.
Nice one.
And we are moving to the next stop.
Just like you're proud of him, we're also proud of you.
Exactly.
We're very, very proud of you for supporting Ghana music. Now, the thing is, what you're doing is part of the industry. I always say it's a very big bubble, you know, whether you're underground, you're mainstream.
Sure.
I just want to ask you this. The Ghana music industry right now, with everything that's going on, is it attractive for investors? Now, this is to say the artists are part of the industry. Even the negative news is part of the industry.
Exactly.
The positive news, the events. You know, this show is a part of the industry. This whole industry and everything that culminates it, is it attractive for investors?
Yes, for attractiveness, we are doing our best. When we talk about branding, packaging, and putting out good songs, yes, it is very attractive. But what we are lacking, I think, we need to give a more reason to investors in terms of the figures.
Isn't the work enough reason?
The work
speaks for itself.
No, the work wouldn't be enough. Like saying that that's a good product sells itself. No, unless there should be a marketing, there should be a reason beyond its attractiveness for somebody who doesn't know about it to even buy. And the point is, we don't have a lot of people who understand our kind of business. So you are a rich man, you have all the money, but you don't understand the intricacies of music business. So for you to pick, let's say, $10 billion to invest into music as a businessman, you will need profit. So you need to be well convinced. And that will be about the figures. For us to tell you that, okay, this money that you are investing, A, B, C, D are the ways you are getting your money back. When you do A, B, C, D, this is what you will get in return. Then they can invest. So for attractiveness, we are doing our best, but we need to convince more in terms of the figures. And that is what we are lacking. Like my show, if I have to give figures out that I invested so and so money and I earned so and so money, then if you are an investor and I come to you, can. But mostly we cover that part of the business.
Is it because we're shy?
I think it's about our making, you know, as Africans. If you get money, you don't want people to see.
Okay.
Probably your family members will come, or your debtors.
Like, that's very weird to me because, you know, when your business is doing well and you have good numbers or you're making a lot of money, that's one thing to attract investors. Because you're like, I'm making money from this. If you put your money in it, you're going to make probably 10 times what I'm making based off the amount of money you're putting in it. So I'm asking you this because Article 1, you know, very energetic artist, been doing very well for himself. Recently, he said, Nigerian musicians have more investors. That's why I asked you if we're as attractive, because I think when something is said, we have to find out why is this thing always being said. Now, in the state, in the interview, sorry, he had some things to say. This way, he says, this is because they have more investors who understand the business and are ready to back the artists financially in order to grow their music industry. I won't say their songs are better than ours, but they put so much into their works. They have so many investors who support them financially in their work. Unlike here, where there are a very few. That is the advantage they have over us. But the truth is, we are also trying our very best to get there. So wait, could you let me ask you again, based on something like this, right? Based on what you said, based on what we've been saying here for weeks.
Sure.
Is it the investors' lack of understanding the business more so, or again, is it the artist not being as consistent? Because if I'm hearing, for example, maybe Article has been to Nigeria, he's seen that our Nigerian brothers and sisters are doing very well. Again, I don't think all the businessmen, they understood the music business before they put money in it.
Okay.
So again, is it that we don't have many investors? Is it the artists who need to be more consistent? What's going on?
The artists are consistent. We know a couple of them who are making good money. For instance, Shatawale always come out, I own this, I have this. You know, so he's trying to paint a certain image out there. The point is, when we say we don't have investors, people think, oh, like we don't have rich men in here. We have rich men in here, but as to whether they are interested in our business. And so I love it when he said they are who are ready to invest. So we have those who have the money, but as to whether they are ready when they want to invest into maybe real estate and music. Now, if he knows that it is well calculated as to what you will get into venturing into a real estate business compared to music. So that is why I'm saying we haven't proven enough when it comes to the numbers and the figures. And that is the only way you can attract a businessman. When it comes to, they don't care about blah, blah, their focus is on the business. So if I'm able to tell you, I can get A, B, C, D. I can double your figures. If you invest $10 million, I can double it to a 20 million, and I give you feasible ways of doing that. Then we are good. But I think Nigerians, they have more people who really understand the music business, more than we do. We have few. Back in the days that we used to have the Ajikos, the Despites, and all those people who were big names investing into music. Now, how many record labels, how many individuals with money who are running our game here? We just have passionate managers who have the know-how, but they don't have the money to back whatever we are doing. So what Article 1 is saying is right on point.
You agree with.
It is right on point. We have few people who are ready. Not that we don't have people who have money in Ghana, but we have people who are few, those who are ready to invest are few. So, and I think the problem that we are lacking is to give them the figures. Recently, Kiddy made mention on a sister radio station that his Touchy song has made money more than any Ghanaian song.
Wow.
And I was very happy because the guy is getting towards the direction. And this is what we need to communicate so that somebody sitting out there can look our way. But mostly when we get money, we want to cover it. We don't want to share the figures and make people know that even music business is attractive. So in that sense, it will be difficult.
Is attitude, a problem here? Because you've been behind the scenes, right?
Yes.
And we've heard these things, artists are, very
ungrateful
and sluggish. These things come out, contracts become an issue.
Yeah.
And I think, whenever there's a problem, unless we get to the root of it, we can't solve it.
Exactly.
Do you think maybe that could detract somebody from wanting to invest?
I think that has been long overdue, and it's now more becoming like a cliche because artists are grateful. But we are talking about business. It is their nature. Creative are at times stubborn. So you need to manage them. We have good footballers who are very stubborn, but their managers make sure they get the best out of them. Do you want to win the trophy, or you want to silence a skillful player because of maybe being rude? So we need to grow over that assessment. The point is, if I see you as a good candidate for business, I need to make sure that I have a proper contract. a contract that can benefit both of us. Not to talk about being ungrateful because we didn't start it professionally.
Yeah.
So that 10 cannot be...
That one is both parties' fault.
Exactly.
If there wasn't a contract,
exactly.
Right?
If we don't have proper contracts and it's like mere friendship, I want to support you.
Yeah.
That one, artists are reading wide and they understand. They have seen how some of their colleagues went through some of this. And I'm telling you, some musicians who have bright future, they are suffering from bad contracts. A lot of them who have regretted ever signing certain contracts. But the fact is they are still serving it. So we have grown beyond the ungratefulness story. The point is get good business contracts and let's roll. Whether they are ungrateful or not, it doesn't matter here. Yeah.
I mean, it's very interesting because, you know, we're always speaking of there are no investors, you know, or the artists, there's no money in the industry. But if you're in it and you see the money being put into shows and events, music videos, the money has to be coming from somewhere.
Sure.
And, you know, sometimes it seems like it's being oversaid when you hear, our Nigerian brothers are doing well. But again, when you have a neighbor and they're doing very, very well, you'd want to probably to some extent emulate what they're doing. And you know, money, whether we like it or not, it makes the industry just
of course. You see, even some of the top guns in Nigeria, we see all the big events being organized by our Nigerian brothers. Most of them, it is a collaborative effort. But unlike our parts, when you want to get an A-list, maybe you're a seasoned event organizer, and you want to organize an event with a seasoned Ghanaian artist, most of the times you want to give them the upfront money, you know. But most of our Nigerian brothers that we know, they are partnering with some of these event organizers from their country, and they put out that huge show, get sponsors on board, and they shoot up. But here it's like, okay, if you don't pay me so and so amount, we are not moving forward. And that in a way is not helping us to push the Ghanaian agenda. Because this season, events organizers have been in the game. When you were starting, they held you up. Maybe some of them gave you your first traveling experience. Now you're also up there. You need to also elevate them so that we can push Ghana forward. If we don't have people helping us, I think we can unite and put energy together and push. But that is also lacking. How we are going as solo and individuals, we will achieve so little. But if we unite, without money, we can achieve a lot of things when we put powers together.
I think the artists and their teams should reach out to these investors, you know, like to people who I think that's something that's also not being said enough.
Yes.
Like you said, the product is good, you know, you can probably sell it, you know, if it's there, but you can sell it more so if you promote it, if you put word out there, if you do the groundwork. So let's see if our artists are actually going to do that. Let's hope. Please send us messages at MX24GH on every single platform. What do you think, you know, when it comes to investors and artists and this conversation that's been going on for so long, do you think it's because the investors are scared to actually invest? Like my brother is saying, do you think there's not enough know-how on why they should put their money into these artists? Or do you think the artists are not just doing enough? Because like I said, and it is the truth, money is what makes it go around. It's gonna, when it's circulating, you know, in terms of the events we have, in terms of the artists performing, in terms of the collaboration, even traveling is a big thing. You know, an artist travels, we won't know where he's going and what they're doing. So very interesting stuff. But let us know once again at MX24GH on every single platform. Now this next one, man, Black Sharif, he's just working, man. From DJ Khaled posting him, music left, right, center, working with Burna Boy, obviously. Now he's been honored, you know, as part of the YouTube Foundry class of 2022, and it's quite, you know, a big feat because very elite artists, you know, or artists who are deemed to have a very bright future are put on that list. Charlie, this guy is working, man.
Exactly. We all know Blacko is putting Ghana on the world map, and every Ghanaian should be happy for his success. And back to the convo. If we all knew the Empire deal is playing a significant role in his success now, unlike any other Ghanaian musician, if you have the talent alone and you don't have the push, you don't have the right plugs, your talent will just remain within this space. But we all know from the Empire deal, all these connects keep coming. And you need somebody to put you somewhere for even these people to recognize you. So the foundry class, I think they saw him somewhere because of the propagation by somebody. And so it is a good feat, and I think he's the first Ghanaian to be part of.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
And I love it that they are giving it to individual, independent artists because they found out that, yes, it's not easy to be an independent artist. A lot of things go into promotion and everything. So creating this initiative for some of these artists is going to elevate. And YouTube, I think they said there will be a partner deal and some funds. And also promotional deals in here and there. So Blacko is keep flying, and we are very happy for that. We are expecting that more of our guys will enjoy some of these things.
That's the thing I wanted us to talk about. And this thing came to mind when I saw this. You know, I'm very proud of this guy, man. He's doing so well. But burnout, pressure, you know, of being a young guy, and success. You know, success is a very beautiful thing, but expectation comes with it. I think here more so, you know, every single year there's an artist there's so much attention on. Focus, focus, focus. I don't want to say we forget other artists, so to speak, but again, the expectation for the artists can sometimes, and I've spoken to young guys and girls, they're like, Charlie, sometimes it's overwhelming. You know, the pressure to be on this, on that, on that. And when you can't sustain it for the shortest time, everyone turns their back on you.
Exactly.
For someone like Black, right, who's doing very, very well, as young as he is, what do you think he should do more so or continue to do to stay, I don't know, level-headed, you know, again, consistent, looking at longevity. And this is not just to him, this is to all other young creatives and artists, because I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on the shoulders to do well.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly. The expectations is so high. One thing I don't trust about Blacko is his management.
Wow.
Yes. I know he's rolling with the Road Boys Association and his day ones. I haven't seen any, let's say, a qualified personnel, a competent or well-skilled manager behind him. So that is the aspect that I am a bit afraid for him. Because we know this game, it goes beyond just the music, management, psychologically, how you can even talk to the guy to really envisage whatever is ahead of him and what is happening, how you can forecast and project into the future and know things that will happen, all the disadvantages, the threats, the opportunities, and everything that is ahead of him. And I think on that side, it is so low. We are happy he has Empire. Whether as to it has a management deal in there, I know that is more promotional. Whether maybe there is a management deal, then that will be fine. And this thing boils down to management. If you have a proper management, they'll make sure they will sit you down psychologically, tell you that take everything cool, some of the challenges that you are facing, manage even the expectation of Ghana and the world at large so that it wouldn't be your burden. We need to protect your creative mind, that your focus should only be giving us the music. And the rest, we take care of that. And that is a side that I fear for Blacko because I know they are his day ones.
Kojo, our people will say he's ungrateful.
Exactly.
You know that's what will happen.
You see,
like,
that's the problem.
Kojo, our people go on Twitter. They'll go on Facebook. They'll go on Instagram and say, Black is ungrateful, you know, he didn't stick with his people. And again, it might be from a business perspective, you know, it might be, Charlie, okay, I'm taking a different route. But again, our people are going to attack this young guy.
Exactly. And to that.
So what does he do?
You see, the point is, they've been good. When he was nobody, these guys were behind him. Now, the point is, it needs competent people. The level that the boy has attained now, it calls for a level of expertise. And it doesn't matter whether you are a day one. As to whether you have the expertise, fine. Or you also upgrading yourself to that level, then fine. But the guy has outgrown maybe the day ones. And we need...
Wow, that's deep, Kojo.
Yes, that is...
Kojo, that's so deep.
Of course, that is technical. Do you have marketing expertise? Do you have promotional qualifications? Do you have managerial expertise that you can handle the whole world? It is no more about Konongo Zongo. It's no more about Ghana. It is no more about Africa. We are talking about the world. So do you have the know-how to manage such an artist? And that is when I think some of our day ones also need to accept some of these things. That, okay, should we hold him down and forgo the dream, or let him go and we all win together? So they need to also...
Big sacrifice.
Exactly. Look at that. No, because we all wanted you to achieve.
Yeah.
Now you are getting it, and okay, maybe we have to step back a bit and new faces take over to project the boy out there. In the long run, we all win. It's not that we are being sidelined. We are still part of the business, but maybe there is a delegation that everybody is doing their own part of the business. So that is where I am afraid for the boy. Other than that, he keeps winning, and we expect that Blacko maybe will be the first Ghanaian to become a world star.
Amen.
Everywhere.
Yes. Why not? I mean, why not?
Exactly.
Why
and
not?
from what he's achieving now, it is not too impossible that in the next 2-3 years, Blacko will be a world star, and we will be proud as Ghanaians.
Yeah.
But it will come with an effort.
Yeah.
And we need to make sure we don't get it
big shout out to
wrong.
Black man. And I also want to commend him because, you know, the thing is he's also been through so much.
Of
but
course.
He's sustaining, you know, the success and the work. And, you know, I don't know what goes through his mind when all these things
happen, you
know,
so fast.
Yeah, he's going through mental issues. He's spoken about this on social media, but for him, again, to sustain what he's doing, releasing music, I just want to big him up. And hopefully, you know, that competence in the work, you know, the ethics of being professional can carry on with him and his team.
Exactly.
Whoever is behind him.
Yes.
Whoever is behind him.
Shout out to Road Boys. Road Boys Association.
Shout out to them, man. But please don't turn your back on them wherever happens. Wherever happens. Thank you so much for coming through, Kojo. And for you, before we do let you go, you work with Sugar Lord. Like you said, you're working with underground artists, and that's something that's very important to me.
Yes.
Why do you think that's so important? Are you going to carry on with this?
Okay, what I know is back in the days, the likes of Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, Shatawale, they were all upcoming musicians wondering and wondering how they will become big stars. And it took somebody's effort. Maybe somebody connected them to somewhere and they are where they are. So I believe those upcoming, they are the future. When the likes of Sarkodie are no more interested in music, these guys are going to replace them. So we need to give them also a platform. The little that we have, give them the platform. Who knows? Maybe in the next 2-3 years, we will have some big guys out there. So that is why we are also channeling our energy to them.
Very important.
And see what we can do with them.
Very important. And I know one of your artists is going to be a very big star.
Amen.
I know your work ethic.
Amen.
But another thing before I let you go, Afro Nation, they've been making some announcements and this can only be good news, right?
Exactly. As we speak, it's about only 4 countries having that concept: Afro Nation, Puerto Rico, and Ghana. So let's focus on Ghana. And it's good news for our creative art. It brings money into the ecosystem. And we should be proud for that. My little worry is that they need to play a little emphasis on high life because it is ours. I think it is more on Afrobeat. And
so maybe 1 or 2 big high life artists.
Exactly. So once it is in Ghana, high life is also our own, and it's Africa. So they need to also put a little shine on some of our top high life artists, and we'll be fine. Afro Nation is huge, and we love that, and we are happy they have chosen Ghana, and they are coming to do it again. And
I've been asking this whenever we have something big happening in Ghana. I'm going to ask again, leverage. What do we do to take advantage of it? Because, you know, Afro Nation is going to come. I'm pretty sure they're going to have an awesome event. People are going to go. The artists are going to be on there. But again, how do we keep, as a people, as a nation, as an audience, as creative, sustain it until next year? Because you know, I'm sure they're going to do their promotion, but you know, when Ghana is attractive, that's when these businesses are going to come to us, like we said earlier on. So what do you think we should do? Even the media, what should we do? Because I'm sure, again, there's some part of the media that might be like, if you don't bring us money, we won't promote. I mean, it's a business, I get it. But on our little parts, what do you think we should do, Kojo?
Yes, I think it's sad. I don't think, although the owners, one of them is from Nigeria, but they don't have Afro Nation Nigeria, right? So they have,
I've not heard of.
Exactly, they have Afro Nation Ghana. No matter how you look at it, they are bringing something to Ghana. So the creative media, we need to propagate it. We wouldn't be happy if it is moved to another place. And when foreigners, people in the diaspora are trooping into Ghana, is giving money to our hotels, even those who are like this close. People come here and buy them. And so it is money coming into Ghana. And that alone, we can't leave it onto the creative arts industry alone. The creative art ministry also need to play a significant role to sustain it. If they make a deliberate effort and they take it upon themselves, they can push it down the throats of the media. And by then, they can also work along and sustain it so that even after it is done, we will still be talking about it, make sure that we raise the expectation for the next year. And I think it is a right call. But yes, the media will always be the media.
I just feel like we have to, because you know, we're discussing it here because of what it does, again, for the entertainment space. I mean, I'm sure we're going to see Ghanaian artists on there. And if Ghanaian artists are sharing the stage with big international artists, one day you're going to say, and we see in artist bios, I shared the stage with then a big name, you know?
Yes.
So hopefully
it's our mandate. We have to do our best. But definitely there will be people who have issues, wouldn't want to do it. But like you and I, we are talking about it. So I think some of our brothers will also buy into the idea and also support it willingly. But if they can also reach out to some of the media, because we know there is some cash behind it. So if they can.
I like that too.
Yeah, it is. We also have to eat, man. So if they can also reach out to some of the media and give them something, at times it's not so much, but let them feel something small. I think they can also come and support it. With them, the support will be a bit different than maybe they will taking over it. So
Charlie, it seems like this December might be the biggest Ghana's ever seen.
Exactly.
That's how it's looking.
The anticipation is high. It's high. You know, the year of return and the beyond the return, that couldn't happen. So this year the expectation is very high, and myself, I'm waiting for what will happen. And so everybody, I think the whole
world. Do you think we've understood, Leon, as I understand it, I don't know why I said that. Do you think we've understood how important December is in terms of we can't fail December in Ghana right now because it's such a big attraction? Like you said, hotels make money. Sellers, you know, they make money. You know, young boys get jobs, young girls, you know, artists, you know, fashion designers. Do you think we've gotten to that place where, like, Charlie, December, it's, I don't want to say do or die, it never is. I mean, but it's if you have that mindset, you take it very seriously. Are we at that point?
Yes, if we are not there fully, we are getting there. And one thing that we can commend the another government is this initiative, the Year of Return. I think this one has gone down well. And in 2019, Sarkodie on BET stage also invited people to come to Ghana. So gradually, December is becoming a good feeling in Ghana, and that the world is looking out for. And I think we need to push more energy to sustain it. Now, every Ghanaian knows that, yes, when it comes to December, Ghana is a place to be. And so we need to put more energy to it and make sure that the rest of the world who haven't heard of December in Ghana will also hear about it and come in. Because it's busy. I think last year, they got over $3 million. That's revenue, you see, for the year of return. So
for the nation, right?
It is big, and we need to double the figures or add to it, or even break even. And so I think this is not a bad initiative. It affects a whole wide range of the creative, said designers, everybody sound, everybody get their share from it. So this is not something that
now let me ask you this before you leave. Since we are creative, we talk about the artists. What do you think now artists, maybe not the biggest artists, should do to be really seen or heard this December? I mean, as an artist, you always have to put your work out there, but, you know, there are going to be events you're probably not invited to. What do you think now, the creatives? I think we have 5-6 months, you know, leading to December. What should be the plan for a young creative who, like, this could be it? You know, we saw what CJ Biggerman did with Rick Ross, you know, and that gave him some mileage. What do you think these artists should do?
One thing that our people lack is for them to be proactive. Many times they want organizers to book them. So I've been fighting them that why don't you organize your own events and make sure you cash in. You go and play for a gig, and you are waiting for the next event organizer to invite you.
Yeah.
So what they can do is, if you believe in yourself, you think you have the capacity, you can also reach out to some of these event organizers. Let them know your worth. Let them know you can pull so and so numbers, and give them your repertoire. I have the best song trending in Ghana now. Let's say Last Made. Their managers can reach out to them. Hey, we are coming from Team Last Made. We have the best trending song in Ghana now. So we want to feature on Afro Nation due to A, B, C, D. If they think it is okay, yes, they can get, and it's business.
I like that word, proactive.
Exactly.
You have to be.
You have to be. Even, you see recently, then news broke out that Shatta Wale wasn't performing the party in the park.
Yeah.
And now he came that he was playing for free. Some people were like, oh, because Shatta is fading off, that is why he wants
to what's wrong with
play for free. You know, you see our mindset.
Like, so these are things I still don't get these things to now, because I know there are a lot of international artists that know the importance of certain stages. Like,
exactly. So you
next time to Shatta Wale will not take for free. We're going to say, oh man, this guy likes money.
So if you know what, and it's not like you are going to chip in yourself. It comes with an offer.
Yeah.
The fact that I approach you that I want to be on your platform doesn't mean I'm not coming to talk business. When you accept my offer, I have to give you my demands. If we agree, then we have business.
If we don't,
if doing
it for free is good for you.
Exactly.
You take it.
Yes. Okay. If you agree, we are doing business. If you don't, but as to we staying there and waiting for the next event organizer to reach out to our doors. That is when, if the people organizing, they have favorites, they can put their favorite in. It might never get to you.
Yeah.
So if you think you were at that stage, you can also make an approach and let them know what you can offer.
And this goes out to MCs,
exactly,
to DJs.
They shouldn't wait.
You know, Charlie, go out there.
And because they want to collaborate with some events organizers down here. So now you don't have to wait till they are here.
This is the time.
So if you think you can do something, you have an idea, you can tender your proposals.
Send Kojo a DM. Send him a DM. He might just respond, you know. Send him a DM, Charlie. Kojo, it's always good having you here, man. Very interesting conversations. What's coming up next for you, though, before you leave?
Yeah, so the experience will happen again. We are planning on a new venue for Sugar Lord.
Oh, for Sugar Lord.
For Sugar Lord. And other couple of musicians also online.
Okay.
Yeah, so they should watch out. But let me give some shout outs to my people. They have released some new song. You know Getty and Friends. Getty and Friends?
Yeah, I think I've
heard.
Yeah.
She's released a new song.
Oh, wow.
When the Spirit Moves. So it's
wow. And you're working with her?
Yes.
Oh,
on
awesome.
all social media platforms. The video is also out on YouTube.
Please bring it.
Yes.
Please. And let's get it out there. But I'm sure we're going to look for it ourselves.
Exactly. Nice. So people should go and watch it. And also, Fadios, a young high life artist, also embarking on a campaign to fight against the female teenagers who are being indulged into all these sexual acts and rape and abuse and all this, right? They are hating on secondary students to go and educate the people about how we can end this canker.
Proactive.
Exactly.
Proactive.
Yes, he's being proactive. So shout outs to them and all my people doing the watching now.
Charlie, big shouts to you once again.
Welcome,
I always say I'm very, very happy and proud for what these young men and women are doing, you know, now getting to projects. And like we said, December is coming. We're going to keep talking about it, but the word today is be proactive. Go out there, whether you're a DJ, an MC, a media house, an artist, get yourselves in the know-how of what's happening. Network. Put yourself out there. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to be here same time tomorrow, 3 to 4 p.m. Big salute to my Betway family. And, of course, the Silverbird, man. Have a very good one. And stay tuned in to MX24.
of a property for your home or workspace is one thing, but finding the property at the best locations with the most favorable condition and closing that deal is another. And that's why we are here. From Accra, Ghana, to Lagos, Nigeria, to Cape Town, South Africa, we are bringing you prime properties, affordable home solutions, and intriguing interviews with CEOs of various real estate companies and everything in between and on. My name is Kwesi Otten Desmond, and this is Property Take. Property Take, your gateway to Africa's real estate market.